Welcome to Cubby Potamus. It's a very good day because I am unloading the kiln again, and I have 2 new subscribers this week. I'm up to 24. Woo woo. Seriously though, it's a wonderful thought that people are watching my videos, right? And yeah. Yeah, let's see what we got this time. Yeah, I have to confess, I already tried to do this once and I unloaded the kiln and it was a disaster. Look at that shit. Wow. But, yeah, so I decided to give it another go. And it's just kind of frustrating, you know, because you think all week about what you're going to say, and it just falls flat, you know. You know, I think I kind of, ooh. And I'll get so worried about what I'm going to say that I can't function right, you know, and talk in my natural voice and actually be thinking instead of just trying to remember, right? You know, and I had this whole big, I guess, speech, or I don't know what you call it. In my mind, and it just kind of fell flat. So I'll just give it a little try. Okay, now my brother was a counselor like 3 years ago, and talking to one of his campers, you know, at a campfire, and he was a big guy. Pretty gentle, I guess, disposition, but very strong. But he stuttered, you know, and he got picked on a lot for it. Very kind of lonely fellow. Yeah. You know, and he made him a pretty compassionate person, I guess, right? Because, like, when the new kids would come, you know, to school or whatever, he would befriend them, right, and reach out to them. But he knew, he was right, that they would, you know, kind of turn on him and be like everyone else and bully him. And he said that God must have forgot him. Yeah. And, you know, I've thought about him a lot. You know, it's been over 20 years, you know, and he's still on my mind. This person I have never seen, you know, never met. Just a story from my brother about him. And, yeah, you know, and I wonder, like, what he is doing now, you know, and does he have friends, you know? Did it get better for him, you know? Did he just give up and just kind of fall into hatred? You know, befriending people that you know are going to betray you and hurt you, you know, and knowing it. Wow. Fucking wow. Yeah, it kind of amazed me. What a beautiful soul. You know, and I guess that there are those who would say, you know, that is manipulative or that he was being nice to get things from people, you know. It's just, I don't know, kind of bullshit because, you know, he knew that they were going to kind of join, you know, ranks with the people who were bullying him, and they did. You know. You know, and a person who's so, like, alienated, but yet so compassionate. Wow. Fucking wow. And you know, I can relate to the guy, you know, because I used to want acceptance so bad that when it's like, you know, I guess I would kind of drive people, I don't know, but it was just really hard, you know. And I was such a kind soul, you know. And eventually, you know, you just get angry and say, you know, if you can't join them, beat them, you know. And I was just filled with hatred for people. Right? And, you know, it wasn't really till I learned how to people that ocean of hatred went away. Which is another story. Really good one. You know, and it's just the intensity, you know, that autistic people feel things, right? You know, with us, or probably most of us, you know, we're just so intense that, and so, you know, narrow focused that, you know, things really hurt because they hurt all of you and you can't pull away from them, right? You know, you think same thing, you know, 16 hours a day, you know, and find things that you don't have to think about, and, you know, entire day I can just ruminate on one thing. And it's hard to think about other things, right? So that intense focus means that that you hurt more because it's so, yeah, so intense. Oh, well, that's, that was a tangent, right? But yeah, I mean, we feel things, you know, and we hurt and we hate and we love very hard sometimes, or not at all, you know, or a lot of things. But yeah, anyways, you know, and I just stopped at some point. So yeah, I wonder if the hate got to him, or, you know, maybe he found people who are worthy of him. I hope so. A long time ago, I used to dream that I would be like a movie star or something, right? And be all famous, right? And the thing that I dream about most about that situation, right, would be like talking to the caterer, or just the small people, because they'd be so happy to talk to you. And, so I'd dream about that, and then I became full of hate, and I just was angry at people, and I imagined, having godlike powers and, just punishing, well, evil, not good people, but the bad ones, and, so sad, and it's like now when I dream about being, having those powers and like saving the day and the world and people and helping people, But it's like I think about him, and about, if I did have those powers that, I'd just kind of say, hey, look at this guy, look at what he did. That's amazing, I dream about that. Yeah, I'd have all these fucking friends, all these people who wanted to meet him and be his friend. He wouldn't have, time for it, I guess. What a beautiful fucking thing. This is Cubbypotamus, right? And on this show, we just parade beautiful things, and people ooh and they aw. And, and I show pots, too. Okay. Yeah. And I guess, the thing is that guy is a work of art. It's like I wonder, how many people really would know that about him. Right? Or, say that he became all bitter and hard. Maybe if that happened, would people know what he used to be like? There's some pretty amazing fucking people out there that, are invisible. It's kind of fun, I guess. And on my own scale, I can do just kind of that. Which, I guess that, I'm doing what I love, and how many people can say that? I work full time, but this is like a meaningful, well, hopefully, career, right? You know, hopefully, the more feedback and more people like my pots, the more motivated I will be to make them better, you know, and cooler. And I love that one. Oh, yeah, I'm so happy about this fire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but this is exciting. Yeah, and just the last couple ones. Yeah, it's hard coming up with so much to say. In 1 week, you know. It's like 15 whole minutes. It's a lot of talking. Yeah, and I guess one thing that I did want to say, or last thing, you know, is that, you know, I just kind of want to bring autism into the light, maybe, you know, have a way of describing things that can help people, you know, and kind of open their eyes to it, you know. And I think with autism, a lot of times we kind of want to guilt people into, you know, maybe accepting us or whatever, but, you know, if you had a nugget of gold the size of a basketball, and I think that probably the best thing would be just to be like, hey, look, look at it. You know, but I think it's hard for people to see us sometimes. And that's kind of my goal, I guess. Is that I can make them see us, and I, more broadly, I guess, just make people see what I do. Yeah. This was Cubby Potamus.